And we're on the line this morning with Erika Frenzel. And our conversation brought to you by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Erika is a professor in the Department of Criminology and Criminal Justice at IUP, and she is speaking with us this morning on behalf of APSCUF, and she is the president of IUP's chapter. Erika, good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you with us here today. This has been a really, okay, let's just say it like it is. It's a stupid year. 2020 is a stupid year, but it is what it is, and we are forging forward. And it comes in the midst of the state system redesign and all of those various issues. One of those issues is, of course, the possible retrenchment of university faculty at IUP. And I know that's a very, very distressful thing for you and for all of the other union members at IUP. You're going to hold a rally the next couple of days. In fact, 2 of them, right?
Right. We have a rally that will occur tomorrow from 12 until 2, and on Thursday from 3:30 until 5. And the rally is socially distant, so we'll have masks and we'll stay within the guidelines that are required. And we'll also have Zoom links so that faculty and students that would like to join can do so through Zoom.
Is it going to be set up so that there will be speakers?
I think it's going to be fairly informal. We'll have people speak when they feel the need to speak or want to speak. We do have a faculty member in the music department that submitted a song that he mixed for us to play. So we'll have things like that along the way for the rally.
I'm understanding there will be some music students that will be helping out in that respect, too. That should be pretty special for them.
Well, with the music students, yesterday, I think there was some, on Facebook, some music students were outside and had a silent concert. But that I'm not sure what other students will be involved in this upcoming rally, but we're excited to have students show up.
Okay, so retrenchment is such a harsh topic to talk about, but we must. The university has, of course, until October 31st to make it official. But as you and your union faculty member brethren have discussed this issue, the number of faculty that will be losing their jobs, I know that there are so many different issues to tackle here. What for you are the main things, the main points that you want to make, not only at the rally, but in the overall discussion?
Well, some of the main points are the fact that we're relying on a ratio. We originally had, the state system, the Office of the Chancellor, had required some sustainability plans by universities, and our sustainability plan in 5 years would have been based on attrition, and we would have reached the goal that we needed to reach. Then COVID came along, and the Office of the Chancellor condensed that 5 years into 3 years, which really means 2 because it includes this year, right? And that really changed how IUP would be approaching retrenchment along with the imposed ratio increase. We're sitting right now, depending on how you calculate the ratio, but according to IUP and how they state the Office of the Chancellor is calculating the ratio, we're sitting at 14.8 students per faculty member, and they want to increase us to around 19.2 or 19.3 students per faculty member, which really means a decrease of around 128 faculty members. And the first deadline for notice of retrenchment letters coming out is October 30th. So that's for tenured faculty, although we do know that the intent of the administration is to have all of the letters come out on the 30th rather than the other deadlines that are approaching. So I guess the main issues that we have concern with is the student ratio and the reliance on that. I mean, we're taking and making our class sizes then bigger. Well, what kind of quality education is that for our students, to have such larger classrooms? And when you compare that to other schools have lower student to faculty ratios, and to increase ours to 19.2 seems a little high and concerning.
The state system, and this is a date that has been tossed around and is evidently the one that is being most relied upon by the state system, is the 2010-2011 enrollment levels and the teacher-to-student faculty ratio. Then, is that a valid point in the eyes of APSCUF?
No, it is not. That's actually taking a high point of the trend. So that year was kind of an anomaly year, especially with IUP. But if you look at the larger trends and go back further, that's just a high point. And why would you take a high point as a measure and then go from that high point down? Why not look at the broader trend, the longer range? And you can see that we're actually, if you look at the trends, we're actually pretty normal right now compared to what we were in the past. Yes, we're down from 2010, 2011, but that was an anomaly year.
The faculty union as well made a point. Dr. Martin did actually before the governor. I believe it was before the governors, the board of governors of the state system, that this did not come up during the negotiations for the latest labor contract between APSCUF and the state system. That you were sitting across the table from them, the negotiators from each of the two sides, and this was never discussed, and yet all of a sudden it became one of the lynch points for the state system in terms of the state system redesign. How do you react to that sort of an approach?
Well, I think Dr. Martin is correct in that, if faculty salaries and the number of faculty was such a concern, it should have happened across the table in negotiations when they were negotiating this last contract.
State System Chancellor Dan Greenstein has been, for the most part, he's enjoyed some very solid relationships with APSCUF. This dispute is really the first time that we've heard of any contention between him as the chief administrator of the state system and the faculty union. Talk about his role in this and in the state system redesign. You still have faith in him?
Ooh, that's a tough question. I don't know that I do. There's some concern about the lack of transparency in some of the decisions that are being made at all levels, really. So I'm not sure that the faith still exists there. Granted, this is difficult for all sides, I am sure, but it also appears that there tends to be a little less discussion or inclusion of faculty in some of the decisions that are being made.
Erika Frenzel is our guest. She is a professor in IUP's Department of Criminology and Criminal Justice within the faculty union ranks there at IUP. Are you hearing from some of the longer tenured professors that we understand what's going on here, and I was close, or that person over there, or we in this department, we were closer to retirement, and so we'll just do this in order to save the jobs of some of others who might have been retrenched instead, or how is the overall membership approaching this?
Well, the membership, we are still fighting to some extent. Meet and Discuss has been meeting with administration since May when we received the original notice of possible retrenchment. So we've been meeting every other week since that time, looking for alternatives to retrenchment. And now that the letters appear to most likely be going out here on Friday, then our goal is still to look at possible alternatives to retrenchment. Mm-hmm. And we'll keep continuing to look at other avenues like inter-university transfers and interdepartmental transfers. We'll be looking at any other aspect that we can. If faculty choose to volunteer to retire to save a junior faculty member's position, then that, again, is within their rights. But we also have to know that retiring is voluntary. Can't be forced.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so again, the rally times tomorrow are at...
tomorrow is from noon until 2, and then Thursday, 3:30 to 5.
Thursday, 3:30 to 5. And for folks to participate by Zoom, where do they need to go?
We'll be putting the Zoom link on the APSCUF website.
Okay, very, very good. Erika Frenzel, it's been good having you on with us here this morning. And we know how difficult this is for you and for everybody within the union to have to deal with, and we appreciate your making some time for us.
Thank you.
Have a great day today.
Thank you for having me. You too.
Bye now. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160.